32nd Synod. The Synod of a diocese is a sacred assembly of the coming together of delegates chosen at the vestry meeting of every church in the diocese as synod delegates. There are three houses of a synod: the house of the bishop, the house of the clergy, and the house of the laity. Synod is from the Latin word synodus, from the Greek word synodos, meaning assembly, convocation, or meeting. Simply put, at synod, progress reports are taken from churches, from the cathedral, from archdeaconries, from our directorates, from institutions like our theological colleges and other bodies. There are debates, plenary sessions, and so on. Far-reaching decisions are taken and passed into law for the overall interest and progress of the diocese to the grassroots. From the spiritual angle, Bible study, services, lectures, talks, among others, are laid on. Awards will be given to some who labor without counting the cost. These include the high and the low. The awardees include a driver and a sexton. The awards are not for the highly placed alone, but also for the low. The synod session is presided over by the Diocesan and the Dean Emeritus of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, is flanked by his legal luminaries throughout the synod. Honorable Justice George Adebola Oguntade, CON, OFR, retired Justice of the Supreme Court, who is the Chancellor. Honorable Justice Adedayo Oyebanji, Justice of the High Court, Lagos State, who is the Deputy Chancellor. Other legal luminaries are Chief Olurotimi Williams, the Registrar, Barrister Olusegun Ajayi, the Deputy Registrar, Lady Barrister Joy Ebele Dike, the Assistant Registrar, Barrister Mrs. Folashade Adetiba, the Legal Secretary. The Anglican Diocese of Lagos is the oldest Anglican diocese in this country. Primus inter pares, first among equals, inaugurated on the 10th of December 1919. By the special grace of God, I'm the 7th Bishop of Lagos, with the following committed and highly dedicated servants of the Lord before me: the Right Reverend F. Mevu Jones, MADD, 1919 to 1940. The Most Reverend Leslie Gordon Viney, CBE, MADD, Bishop of Lagos, 1940 to 1955, and Archbishop of the Province of West Africa from 1951 to 1955. The Right Reverend Adelakun Williamson Hours II, MABD, 1955 to 1963. The Right Reverend said Irunsewe Kale, MADD, 1963 to 1974. The Right Reverend Festus Oluwole Segun, BD, MADD, 1975 to 1985. the Most Reverend Joseph Abiodun Adetiloye, BD, AKC, DDCON, Bishop of Lagos, 1985 to 1999, Archbishop, Metropolitan and Primate of all Nigeria, 1988 to 1999. Theme of our Synod, Divine Intervention. The theme of our Synod this year is very appropriate if we contextualize it in relation to our situation in our country. We need divine intervention as the election into various offices approach. Nigeria is a complex country with myriads of problems. The country is too great to be shredded into pieces, all in the name of greed, nepotism, and selfishness, with too much of killings. These upheavals threaten the survival of our nation. We are on a downward slope. The Church is praying that God should halt Nigeria's looming descent into the Dark Age era. Insecurity, unemployment, worsening crime rates, and so on. All these are indices of underdevelopment. We are suffering in the midst of plenty. The rich are becoming richer and richer. The poor are becoming poorer and poorer. It is painful. The Church is fervently praying that God will intervene in our socio-political situation. After 100 years of living together, we are yet to come to terms on how to remain united as one indivisible whole. The Synod opening service comes up on Sunday, 4th of May, 2014 at 4 p.m. in the Cathedral Church of Christ, Marina, Lagos. The Lord Bishop of Lagos West, the Right Reverend James O. Odedeji, M.A., is preaching. The official opening of our Synod, in which the Diocesan will read his presidential address, will be on Monday, 5th May 2014 at 11 o'clock at our Saviour's Church, Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, which is the usual venue of the Synod. His Excellency Barrister Babatunde Raji Fashola, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, will be honoring us with his esteemed presence. He will also address the Synod. There will be visiting archbishops, bishops, state dignitaries, and legal luminaries from other dioceses in the metropolitan Lagos. The various assignments, among others, will be handled by the following: Bible exposition, God's intervention in the life of a nation, the Nehemiah experience. The Right Reverend Dr. Geoffrey Chukwuneye, the Bishop of Oru in the province of Owerri, will be handling that. Topic: Transformed Life, God's tool for national rebirth. The preacher will be Mrs. Amaka Okekeocha. Topic: Putting righteousness on the national agenda. The Right Reverend STG Adebola, the Bishop of Jeba in the province of Kwara, will be handling that. Topic: Conformed or transformed, where do we stand? The Reverend Femi Akin Johnson will be talking on that. Topic: God's intervention in the birth of the nation. The Venerable A.G. Odubeno will be handling that. 3 very solid papers will be presented. Paper 1, Survival in the Midst of Daunting Challenges, the History of Israel. The presenter, the Most Reverend Dr. Caleb Maduma, the Archbishop of Owerri. Paper 2, God's Footsteps in the Unfolding of Events in Nigeria. Presenter, the Right Reverend Dr. Alexander Ibezim, the Bishop of Oka. Paper 3, Keeping Godliness on the Front Burner, an Imperative for the Nigerian Clergy. Presenter, the Right Reverend Professor Emmanuel Ajulo, the Bishop of Okene in the province of Lokoja, will be handling that. A detailed communique will be issued at the conclusion of the Synod. My address to the Synod will dwell on many issues, particularly in regard to our nation. I would, at this juncture, not want to leak the details to you. Please make sure you are there on Monday, 5th of May 2014, at our Saviour's Church, Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, at 11 o'clock. Tip of the iceberg of what I don't want to leak before the reading of the address as follows. 1. Ways to achieve a credible, free and fair elections. 2. Economy. 3. Insecurity should be handled without any levity. 4. Power sector. 5. Agriculture, a blessing. 6. From mono economy to poly economy. 7. Effect of diversification from oil to agriculture. 8. Lagos State, the economic nerve of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I thank you most sincerely for your presence at this press briefing. I pray that your labor in the service of the Lord and this nation will not be in vain. God will prosper you and all yours. Once again, thank you and God bless you.